Hello gang, Merlin Don on the mic, and today we will talk about Green Yellow Law, a new leader in OP10. It's a green yellow leader, 4 life, 5k attack, and like the other law leaders, when you attach one ton to this leader, it just does symbols. So it's an activate main ability. And it says that if you have 5 characters in your field, then you can return one character to your hand, reveal the top of your life, and if that card is a supernova type character card with cost 5 or less, you can play it. So what you do here is you plant one 5 cost or less supernova on the top of your life, and then using this ability you get to play this card for free. What do you search when you start a game? You want to find your searcher, you want to find your Bonnie, which is also a searcher and 1 cost, because you want to flood the board. You want to flood the board as soon as possible so that you can also play your leader's ability and all the other strategies that you want, right? And of course the Cavendish. Cavendish is also a key card in my opinion, because when you play him at the 5 turn, you gain 2 active turn back, and you can play 1 or 2 or even 2 characters more other than this Cavendish. Okay, I don't know what's up with my scroll button, but okay. Sorry about that, guys. So let's go further. Between 1 and 3 dawn, you play your 1, 2 and 3 cost cards, so your searchers and your blockers, and of course this Zoro that has also rush if you have less life than your opponent, right? Between 4 and 6 dawn, you play your Hawkins and these 3 characters. So it's like you try to establish your board. Moving to the 7 cost, which is also a pivotal turn, you try to establish as many characters as possible, right? So that you can also use your leader's ability when it's time. Then between 7 and 8 on, you play your Law, who lets you plant a card in your life, so that you can also play it for free with your leader's ability, right? Or your user's captain kid, and on your next turn you can rest him and he will be your blocker. For finishers, you have your Sangs, your 9 cost Sangs, who also KOs your opponent's rested characters, no matter their cost or attack power. How do you defend yourself? You defend yourself with your 2Ks and with an army of blockers that you have. Combinations. So this leader, in order for you to activate this main effect, you also need to attach one ton to your leader. So you attach one ton to your leader, you flood the board with 4 characters, then you play your 5th character, like Bez or Bonnie. Bez or Bonnie can plant 1 character to the top of your life by taking 1 card, right? So you take 1 card from your life, you plant a character like your Law, and then using your leader's ability, you play your Law. For example, this is the Law, right? And if you play the Law, you can also take back 1 2k like Capone Bez or a small searcher, and then you play a 3 cost character card like your Bonnie, like your Zoro. So this is your combination here, and of course you can also combine it with your 7 cost Law. So you have 4 characters on the field, you play your Law, you plant a card, let's say a Law, on the top of your deck, then you use your leader's ability. So if you are at your 7th turn, you can play this card and you give 1 ton to your leader for free. So at your 7th turn, turn, if you have this character on your hand and these 4 characters, then guys, you can do this combination, right? You prefer always to go first because of course you can play everything on curve, and at 7 dawn you can do your magic, and at 9 dawn you can also play your sangs. So this build is based on an odd curve. What you do here is 1 dawn you play your searchers or small blocker, 3 dawn you play you keep playing your blockers or 3 cost characters, 5 dawn you play your Cavendish, you play your Bonnie to freeze your opponent, you play this Puzzle Hawkins, who is really hard to get rid of because your opponent will lose a card, or your Law to play even to gain something back to your hand and play it again, or play something else. At 7 dawn you play your Law if you have 4 cards on the field, and you do your Leader's ability. At 9 dawn you play your Kid, and you have a huge blocker on the field, and at 10 dawn you can play your Sangs. Of course, at 9 dawn you can also play your Sangs if you need to, right? If you go second, at the 2 dawn you play 2 of your small characters. At 4 dawn you play one of these. At 6 dawn you play your Cavendish into something small, or your Bonnie and Law. At 8 dawn you prefer to play Law over these 2, or over Kid. Of course you can play Sangs, right? And at 10 dawn you can play Sangs or Eustace Captain Kid. So let's see in the simulator. In the simulator we talked about the leader and what he does and how you do these combinations. We also talked about Cavendish. Cavendish is a great card because it's not only on play that you gain these 2 active dawn back, but it's also when attacking, and you need these extra dawns, guys. Law, it's a 5 cost 6k, it's a blocker, and on play you take back 1 small character of yours and you play 1 with a cost 3 or less. So it's great because you can take back your 2ks, you can take back your searchers and play them again, right? Use Captain Kid, huge fortress, huge blocker. You attach 1 dawn, you play 1 of your small characters for free here, and your opponent needs to get through this card first in order to attack your leader. Don Quixote Rocinante, small blocker, can sacrifice himself for a bigger card. Jewelry Bonnie, on play, freezes a character of your opponent. Bez, small blocker, Bonnie, searcher. This Luffy is also a searcher. Sangs, KOs 1 rested character, and also huge body. Bez and Bonnie. So Bez, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand, and then add up to 1 character with the tap of Supernova from your hand to the top of the life cards faced up. So you take 1 life card, so you get 1 resource, and you plant your next play, your next combination with your leader. And Bonnie, add the top or bottom card of your life to your hand, and you place 1 5 cost or lower Supernova type character from your hand to your life face up. Same ability, 1 cost, 3 cost. This one is also a blocker. Basil Hawkins, on KO, trust up to 1 card of the top or of your opponent's life card. So if you play him and attack with him, and your opponent attacks him, you get KO. Not to KO, to trust. Even worse for your opponent. Up to 1 card from the top of your opponent's life cards for free. Great card. So your opponent will most likely not attack this card, except the case that he's a Black Pit and he can gate his effect and KO him. Okay, fair enough. Like we said before, for Luffy he's a searcher. Rono Zoro, if you have less life from your opponent, he's a racer, which is most likely to happen. On most cases you have less life than your opponent. Drake, 2k, 7 cost law. reveal a supernova type character card from your hand and you can add it to the top of your life. And then you add one rested dawn to your leader. So at the 7th dawn turn, you play this character, you add one dawn to your leader, you add one 5 cost character to the top of your deck, and you do your leader's ability for free if you have 5 cards, if you have 5 characters or more. So guys, this goes the list. Without any further ado, let's go to the matches, and we will start with a Eustace, Captain Kidd, the green leader. So we go second here, unfortunately. So we play our Monkey D. Luffy to search, we grab a Basil Hawkins, and then we play Bonnie and we pass. He has played a Nami on his first turn, and now he's at 3 dawn. He plays another Nami. And he throws a Roronoa Zoro, so he will most likely play a Zoro afterwards. And then he plays another small blocker and attacks us with 6k. Now we are at 4 dawn. At 4 dawn, what do you play at 4 dawn? You have there are 2 plays here, or 3 even. You either play your Hawkins or you play your Zoro or Bonnie and you attack with your leader. What we do here is we attack for 5 and then we play our Basil Hawkins, which is a card that he can't get rid of that easily. Then he attaches 2 dawn to his leader. We take, we are down at 2 life, he's at 5, he's happy, but we don't care, right? So we are now at 6 dawn, we attach 1 dawn to our leader, we play a Roronoa Zoro and a Buzz, so we plant our leader's ability, so our Trafalgar Law. So now we have 5 cards, we have 1 dawn to our leader, so we take our 2k back, we plant our Law, we take our 1 cost Luffy, who is a searcher, back to our hand, and we play instead a Bonnie. And when we play our Bonnie, we plant also our next leader's ability, if we want to do that, right? Now our Zoro has Raz, so he can attack our opponent. Our Hawkins attacks him also with 5, and now it's like, okay, I will attack with my Law and I can search with Bonnie, right? So the more cards we have, the better. I grab here instead of Law another 2k because I want to defend myself and finish this opponent off. He plays a Zoro who can attack on the active characters. He gets rid of my Bonnie with his Nami, and then he attacks my Zoro with his Zoro. But my Zoro is stronger, so we counter that. Now he has 3 dawns left, he attacks me with his Cavendish and he gains 2 active dawn backs. Of course we counter that, and then he plays his Smoker with 5 dawns. He takes 1 back from the Smoker and he attacks my Zoro again with 6. We counter that with our blocker and counter 1k. We draw another Trafalgar Law here, and now he's at 3 life, so we start to grabbing some life, right? So we attack with Basil Hawkins, we attack again with our Zoro, and we have 4 dawn left. So he defends that. He shows me that he wants to stay at like 2 life. I took some of his cards, so I was like, okay, now I will either make you give me some more, or we will see about that. So what I do here is I play my base in order to play my leader's ability now, and I was like, okay, you know what, I will freeze your Cavendish now. I will freeze your Cavendish. I have 2 blockers, I have a bunch of 2Ks in my hand, and this is why the first hit I don't take it, of course, the second hit I don't take it, of course, and I still have 2 blockers on the field, right, and 2k. So he decides here to play a Roronoa Zoro in order to try to finish me off on his next turn, but he has only one card left. And we have a full board, guys, right? We have a full board, so there is no way that he can do anything about it. He doesn't even have some active dons to activate an event or something like that. So of course, what we do here is we attack him with everything we have and we win. The next game is against a Monkey D. Luffy purple black. We go first. We drop our searcher on the first turn. He drops a blocker on his 2-don turn, and now we are 3-don. What we do now is we play a 3-cost character, because on our next turn we can play, for example, our Cavendish, gain 2-don, and then start putting even more characters, and this is exactly what we do here. We play our Cavendish, and then we gain 2 active dons, we play our Bonnie, and we search also with our Bonnie. So this Bonnie gives us 1 extra card here. We have a 7-cost law ready to rogue on the next turn if we want to, right? And then we hit him with 5k, we hit him again with our Zoro with 5k. We want him to give us as many cards as possible or his life, and he gives us cards instead of his life. Now it's his turn. He attacks us with his law to our Bonnie. We let him have this Bonnie, and then he attacks with his Mr. to our Zoro. I was like, do I want to counter that? I do want to counter that, and I do. And then he sacrifices two more dons in order to try and kill my Zoro, which he does. Then with my Luffy, I kill his law. I want to clear everything that I can. I attach 1 don to my leader. I attack first with my Cavendish in order to take 2 more dons before I attack with my leader, and then I start taking some life. On his turn, he tries to clear my board, so he attacks my small searcher, and he plays the new Gear 2nd Luffy. Such a great card, but I think in another deck. With his Luffy, he tries to kill my Cavendish 8-6, and I give him my Cavendish. I don't care that much, and he restuns this Luffy. He restuns his Luffy, and his Luffy attacks me, but I am at 5 life because of my law, right? And again, another 8k attack from his putting, and now I have 2 Shanks, guys. I have 2 Shanks. So what I do here is I immediately destroy one of his Luffys with my Shanks, and I hit his putting with my law and his life with my leader. He uses his Gum Giant, so he saves this putting, and he plays another Gear 2nd Luffy, With this 2nd Gear Luffy, he targets my life with a 7k attack, and he restuns him. Of course, I take. I'm now down at 2 life, again 7k. Of course, we counter that because we know that he has at least 2 more hits, right? The 5k attack of his leader, we counter that as well. And then for 4 don, let's see what he will play. Nothing, he will attach everything, and he will kill my law. Now, at our turn, we attack with our Shanks he's putting. Of course, at this point, we kill this putting, and then again a 2nd Shanks, guys. We do a 5k hit, and we play also a small blocker. So, no matter what he does, it's GG. He plays the Shanks, and this bizarre event to kill our blocker. He manages to take all of our life, but of course now he has no blocker, he has only 2 open dons. He manages to defend our first hit, but of course we hit him again, and then we have 10 dons and our leader, and we win. And for the last match, for today, guys, we play against an Uta. Let's sing something with her. So we go first, we play our searcher, she goes second, she doesn't have anything to play. On our second turn, we play our another searcher and we attack. And on her turn, now she's at Fordon, she plays a Soraya and she attacks us as well. So we take the first hit, we hit the Shanks, we are happy about it. We have also a low. We are at 5 Dawn. Unfortunately, we don't have a Cavendish, but we do have a Hawking, so we play Hawkings. We have now 3 bodies on the field and we attack and she counters. Then she plays a Douglas bullet and she attacks us. We take as well. We have now 2 cards on our life. We play a Zoro, which has Rush now because we are down on 2 life, and she counters that. Oh, she blocks that. She doesn't counter that. And then we plant one character with our Bonnie, and this character is our low. And then we use our leader's ability. We take back one of our searchers. Or no, we gain back our Zoro, and then we play our low, we take back our Monkey D. Luffy, so our searcher, and with low we play the Zoro. Why? Because we have already attacked with Zoro and now the Zoro has again Rush, so we get to attack twice with the Zoro when we do that, right? So we hit with Hawkins, we hit him again with our Zoro, we hit him with our leader, we have 2 blockers, we have 1 life, and we just chill. We have like 102k in our hand. So she plays Ben Beckman, she trusses our low, and then she attacks us with his or her bullet. We counter that because we have much counter, and then she attacks again, and I was like, okay, I will counter that. I hope I did counter that. I hope I did. Yeah, I did counter that as well. So I did counter that as well. I'm now at 9 Dawn, and I was like, okay, Shanks or low? Of course low. Of course low. Why low? Because you play your low now, guys. You gain 1 Dawn to your leader. You heal yourself. Right? You don't have to play this. You play this only if you want. By play I mean the leader's ability, and I do that. I do that to freeze, in order to freeze this Douglas. So I use my leader's ability, I gain back my searcher. He's also 1k, right? And then I play my Bonnie and I freeze this Douglas for free again, right? And then I hit him with my Basil Hawkins, I hit him then with my Zoro, I hit him then with my leader. And I'm now just happy because I do have a blocker, I do have life, I do have a 2k counter in my hand, and of course at this point I was like, maybe she has also a Roger, but of course he didn't. Of course he didn't have a Roger like me. She tried to do something with Shanks. Of course Shanks does not do anything at this point of the game because he costs like 10 Dawn, so the 5k hit is something that I can counter, and then of course her last hit is with Beckman. I take that, and on my turn I use all of my Dawns, or I think I hit him like with all of my characters, and then at the end, or in the end, I attach my Dawns to my Trafalgar Law and I go for game. And of course you can't do anything at this point if you are this poor little Uta. So guys, this was the video for today. This was the deck list for this leader. If you ask me, this will probably not be a meta leader, but it's a really fun deck to play, and with the right cards, with the right piloting, you might as well be able to do to gain some good results with this deck and surprise everyone in your locals or even in regionals. You can try to experiment a little bit with this deck, add your own spice maybe in it. You can take this list and do whatever you want with it. Remove things, add things, or use it as it is. Be creative, guys, be creative. For sure I will play more games with this character, with this leader, excuse me, and I will share this with you guys. You can like the video if you like the content. Write me down in the comment section below what you think about this leader, if you think that he will be a strong leader in the OP10 or a side leader, and if you have also any suggestions for the deck list that I provided to you, or about the combinations, etc. Just let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. Bye.